Hello, my dear Virgos. Welcome to your first 2 weeks of June tarot horoscope. At the top of the deck, I've got your energy here. Beautiful, beautiful Virgo. Hello, beautiful Virgo. Look at you guys. You're looking great. Now you're reading. Oh my guys. Okay. You're gonna sit down and we're gonna get into it here. I've kind of moved some stuff as I was having a little snack between doing things. Yeah, so where do I begin? First of all, to give you an idea how this reading is gonna go, your underlying energy is the Seven of Swords. Someone is trying to sneak away with something in the night. Someone is trying to sneak away, Virgo. And you have got some intense energy in here. And some of this is feeling really hard, really difficult. Like, I'm looking at these cards and the energy that I'm getting, I'm really feeling for you guys. This is tough. Whatever the situation is really tough. And it really looks like that my dear Virgos are trying to think this through, analyze it, figure it out, strategize. That's intense. The first thing I have up here is the Knight of Wands. Now, when I do a reading, whenever I see like a knight, a page, a king, a queen, to me, in the reading, that represents an individual. When we get cards that are like the Two of Wands here, that's an energy or some sort of choice or something, some kind of detail about some situation. So in terms of the people that are showing up in your reading, you've got the Knight of Wands. It's a fire sign, so it's either an Aries, Leo, or a Sagittarius, and they are moving. They are just, if you can see this card, like look at this knight. I'll show him to you up close. See that knight? Look at how he's moving very swiftly in a certain direction. He's moving. And he is moving, his energy is moving away from this entire reading. So I don't know if you're dealing with a fire sign or someone who has a lot of fire in their chart, but they are really like, they're moving on away. And you've got this Palace of Swords here. And this is, the Palace of Swords is really about kind of knowing definitively your own truth and really standing up for what you believe, what you know is the right thing, right? And it's almost like this fire sign is like getting out. I don't know if they're the person that's, you know, stealing away in the night with something. So you've got that, and that's, you have a lot of swords energy. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards here that are swords cards. So swords cards are air signs. So that would be like a Libra, an Aquarius, or a Gemini. And I really feel like there's a Libra, Aquarius, or a Gemini, or someone who's got something of those air signs in their charts that is really making life difficult for you. Really difficult. You're coming, I see this as you here in the Strength card, and I see that as you. Typically this is like the Leo card in the tarot, but being an earth sign that you are depicted in the tarot by coins and pentacles, and you only are depicted finally at the bottom here and as the Knight of Coins. This is a great card, and that knight falls directly in line with this Strength card, which is directly in line with this Virgo card. I'm feeling like this is you guys. You are pulling in some really deep inner strength about this situation the situation is making you stronger. It may not feel like it right now because there is some serious energy. We've got the Two of Swords here. This is needing to make a decision about something. Look at how her face is covered. She needs to make a decision about something. But the blindfold that she has on is very easily removed. Someone is not seeing something clearly. And I feel like some of this energy is yours and some of it is your person's or whoever it is that you're dealing with. Someone is not making a choice. They're not looking at everything clearly. And that doesn't sound like Virgo to me. That doesn't sound like you guys. Like, you guys, you know, you guys really look at it. Like, you would take that blindfold off. Like, you know what? Screw this shit. I don't know if I did something wrong or I don't, like, let's just look at it and get it figured out and move on, right? Like, that's enough with this crap. But this person is keeping this blindfold on and they're refusing to make the choice. They're refusing to look at the situation so they can make a proper choice, a clear choice, a real choice. And then look at this. Is that not painful? That's the Eight of Swords. This is one of the most painful cards in all of the tarot decks that I have. This is the Eight of Swords, and this person is literally being stabbed by those swords. Look at that. How painful is that crap? That's horrible. So, somebody is inflicting a lot of pain. And it might even be a little bit of physical pain. I hope nobody is involved in any sort of physical abuse. Gosh, if you are, like, just please get away from it because this is painful energy here. And then we have the Queen of Swords. And this is an individual. It's coming up as a court card. It's an individual in the court. So again, I mean, we're talking about the swords. It's a Libra, Aquarius, or a Gemini. Someone with a lot of that in their sign. And typically the Queen of Swords, I mean, she can be a little self-serving. She can be a little ego-driven. She will definitely speak her mind. I would not say that this is a dishonest person, though. But this Queen of Swords, you can see how she has this sort of headpiece on that's a little bit tight around her head. And she has this mask. So this is a really different Queen of Swords in this deck. This Queen of Swords, her mind is constrained. Her mind is constrained. She's not able to sort of hone in and use her own intuition because she's closing that off. So this Queen of Swords is, again, it's reminding me of this Two of Swords person is not taking that blindfold off and looking at the situation for what it is. I don't know if there's three people involved here. I'm feeling a little bit like this fire sign that's kind of leaving the situation. It's like, I have had enough of this. Oh, if any of you have a lot of fire in your chart, maybe this is you. Maybe you are really fed up with this situation. You literally want to just leave your own reading. Like, this is enough. You're really putting up with a lot of bullshit, I feel like. Because then we get this Two of Wands here. This is like a little section of hope right in the middle here. We have this Two of Wands. It's a beautiful card. And again, it's about making a choice. But look, the path is clear. The doors are open. It's lit up. It's illuminated with love and light. You just have to make the choice. It's right there. I kind of feel like you guys are showing through this reading a bit more like this Wand card, like this Knight of Wands, like frustrated with this situation. And here you're standing like, here's everything. Here's all the information that you need to know that you're telling this person with the swords. Now, what's your choice? Let's just get on with it. Let's make our choice and let's move forward, right? And then like the Six of Cups comes in right after your Two of Wands. So the Six of Cups is either, you could be kind of reminiscing on good times when you were younger, better times in this relationship or this situation, and you're trying to use that to kind of grow it again. Like, come on, let's get this going. Let's make this decision. Let's make this choice. But Come on, let's do it in a thoughtful way. Why are we being so blind about it? And then the Nine of Cups. So I'm feeling like you kind of get through with this person at some point, because the Nine of Cups is a celebration card. There's a lot to celebrate here. I'm sort of getting the message, be careful not to be too forceful with the celebration. Like you're forcing, almost like you're trying to force this positive energy in. Which I feel like this person is going to see that. They're going to feel a little bit like, okay, you know what? They're trying to trick me. Virgo's trying to trick me. They're trying to make me feel like this is going to be happy. Virgo just wants you to make a freaking choice, man. Like, so just be careful that you don't, I guess, try to sugarcoat it too much for this person. I know it's going to feel like you have to a little bit, because they are not opening their eyes. Like, you got to try to give them something good, right? Like, they're really in a negative headspace, whoever you're dealing with. And some of this energy could be reversed. It could be completely reversed for some of you. Maybe some of you are in this very negative headspace, and there's someone around you that feels like they're trying too hard to make it cheerful, to make the situation better than what it seems to you. And that's completely possible, because energies can get reversed in this, depending on, of course, how many people are watching the reading. But it feels, for the most part, like Virgo is dealing with someone who's not making a choice or not making a decision. And it kind of feels like, you know what, it's a fairly major decision or choice, whatever it is. Like, it's not, you know, like what color to paint the bedroom. It's, you know, like what kind of car to buy. Or should we move or not move? Should we have kids or not have kids? But it's not a life or death situation. Like, just make the choice already, right? So you've kind of got that energy here. Reading this through like a story, because it's really coming out like a story. And then come right back with this Nine of Swords. This Nine of Swords. And now this is keeping someone up at night. This is like nightmares. Someone is having nightmares about this choice. We're going to pull clarifying cards, because there's a lot of questions to ask here. I have a lot of questions to ask. It gets very interesting now. At this point, we have pulled out some really, really major arcana cards. We've pulled out the Emperor, which is Aries. This card is usually depicted, it's the Aries card. And we've pulled out Hanging Man. In other tarot decks, Hanging Man is often called the Hanged Man. So it's someone who's sort of suspended in an unusual way, because they need to look at life in a different way. They need to look at life differently. I call this is like my Jedi card. To me, in this deck, this Hanging Man is like my Jedi, or about to become a Jedi. This is an individual who is suspended through their own, like, inner energy. They've removed themselves from the clockwork of this existence that we live here on Earth, but they're hanging just below it. They're not completely detached from all the three-dimensional things that we have to put up with and deal with in life. And yet they're starting to harness this, it's almost like lightsabers, like this energy. They're feeding into it. It's feeding into them. This is feeling very much like a bit of a karmic dance to me. I feel like whatever's going on with you guys, I feel like it's gone on before in another life with this person and you and them, and because it gets pretty deep. Then we get the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is a little bit better. Your energy's getting better in here. But I don't think it has anything to do with this person you're dealing with. I think you end up finding a deeper space for yourself, a deeper place to go into. You start releasing the responsibility you seem to feel to help this person make a choice, so that you can both move on. Like, this person is resting. They're a little bit defeated, but I think just in terms of how much energy had to be expelled to go through this situation. But the stairway is lit up. The wands are all about communication. So there is a win here, right? There is a win. And I'm really feeling like this is a karmic dance. You guys got the Tree of Life. This is the only tarot deck that I have that has the Tree of Life. You can look it up. It's sort of, it's an esoteric way to explain existence. It's pretty deep. It's very deep. It's all about yin and yang and the heavens and earth and man and spirit. And it's feeling very karmic here. This dance that you guys are going through with this person. Now, at the very bottom of the reading, you guys finally show up. The card that kind of represents an earth sign, which is you guys, is the Knight of Pentacles. And this Knight of Pentacles is moving in the same direction as this Knight of Wands. I feel like you guys sort of really start to come into yourselves again. I feel a bit like at the beginning of this reading, you're almost playing another role. You're almost someone else because of this situation. It's like it hasn't been working out, and you're grasping at straws to try to make this work. And you just start to realize, it doesn't matter how I present this to this person, how this situation plays out, what my emotions or attitude are about it. This person is just stuck. They are so stuck. And you kind of remove yourself from them being stuck, and you do some really deep inner growth. Really deep inner growth. Like, it really feels like to me that you guys you're clearing some kind of karmic debt or energy to someone. I don't feel like this person you're dealing with is clearing their karmic debt at all. They are really stuck. So let's pull out some clarifying cards. I would really like to know what this Eight of Swords is about for Virgo. This Eight of Swords for Virgo. Oh my gosh. The Four of Wands. Wow, guys. That's like a soulmate. That's so painful. This is what's really happening. This is somebody that you should be celebrating with. Wow. Okay. I'm really feeling the energy coming off of that. That's painful. Why is this person stuck? Okay, why is this person stuck? This is so painful. This is someone you should be able to spend the rest of your life with. Yeah, you're going to have ups and downs, but this is a beautiful union. Why is it gone so sour? Why is it gone so sour? There you go. The Devil card. This is very karmic. This is there's some kind of habit here. I'm feeling like someone is in the habit of being in a mental state that they can't get out of. They can't get out of it. Like, I really don't know what to say to you guys. Like, this person, if this is you guys, if you guys are in this space, let's just ask that, because maybe there are some of you watching this who are the ones that are in this space. And there could be a very good reason for it. Maybe some things have happened in the past that have really made you question the authenticity of who you're dealing with. So let's see if we can get any sort of advice for Virgo. If Virgo is in this dark space, if the Virgos that may be in this dark space, what advice can we get? The King of Wands, communication. You really need to communicate. As painful as it might be, and you need to do it in a very authentic way. You've got to leave any sort of ego at the door. You've got to leave any sort of ego at the door. You have to open your heart to the person at this point. and, you know, let the chips fall where they may. Let's see what the Six of Cups is. Are you looking? Is Virgo reminiscing? Is a Virgo trying to contact someone from the past? The Hermit. Here you are. Finally, you've come into your reading. Finally. I feel like some of you are trying to contact someone from the past. And there's a lot. Ooh, yeah. This is painful. This has been keeping some of you up in the night for a long time. And this is karmic. This is karmic, guys. Go with your heart, guys. Just communicate. You can only be your authentic self, right? And this is what came up. On the journey, right? On the quest. You guys are going to come into some really good energy, like in the last part of the second week in June. Yeah. Now it makes sense. Yeah. A lot of you. This person left. This Knight of Wands left. And you guys have been working on the strength to reach out to them for some reason. There's something karmic here. So some of you, you know, in the comments will say, I'm never going to contact that person again. I can't stand that person. They did me wrong. They may have done you wrong, but you need to do something because you need to get out of that energy. That is bad. This is bad. It's killing you guys. It's literally killing you. Not only is she being stabbed by swords, look at how vulnerable she is. She's completely naked. Her back is turned and she's being stabbed by all those swords. That's horrible energy, man. You guys got to come out of that. You've got to release yourself from that. You've got to release yourself from that. And then here it is keeping you up at nights. Maybe you reach out and the person does not respond the way you hoped that they would. Interesting, because we have the fire sign here moving away from the reading, has left. You guys have, it looks like opened communication with this Two of Wands. You're sitting here as the King of Wands as your recommendation. You go back to this Nine of Swords and the Emperor's standing there, right? Look at this Emperor, and that's an Aries card. Standing there, not budging, not doing it, okay? Aries can be stubborn, so that's when it's time to go into your Jedi mode. Go into Jedi mode, get into your inner self, really know your own inner power and worth. Because what this other person chooses has nothing to do with you or your karmic outcome. Your karmic outcome is about how you approach the situation, how you are in the situation, and how you exit the situation. And that's it. That's all you need to do to clear the karma. You can't do anything. You can't make anyone make a choice. That's theirs. That's their karma. But maybe you both clear your own karma doing it your own way, right? Like, everybody has their own path. Ah, the bottom of this. The Page of Wands. Communication again. A good message, right? Send a good message. Okay, so we're going to get some clarifying here. Let's see what zodiac sign comes up. This is my zodiac deck. It's not very big, so sometimes it's hard to get a card to fly out. If so, then I'll let Spirit know we're doing a 1, 2, 3 count and then we're pulling. But yeah, let's see if Spirit give us an indication of which zodiac is most prominent around Virgo for the first 2 weeks in June. The first 2 weeks in June. Virgo, first 2 weeks in June. Okay, we're going to do 1, 2, 3, and then pull. 1, 2, 3. Oh, Taurus, another earth sign. That's interesting. So you could be dealing with someone who's a Taurus, but who also has fire in their chart. And if the energy's reversed, if you've been keeping someone else up at night, they could be a Taurus and they could have a lot of Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini in their chart. So these are the energy oracle cards. Let's see what underlying energy, exists around our dear Virgos. First 2 weeks of June. So this is the energy that I like to say that we are often not aware of, or messages from spirit that we are not aware of yet. Rest and rejuvenate, right? You guys are the hermit, and that can often mean that, like just pulling away from the situation at any point when it feels like it's getting too rough. And that's a little bit like the Hanging Man, because it allows you to look at everything from a new perspective and understand that everyone can make their own choice. Situations play out as they do, and it does not need to affect you in a negative way. So I like to see what masculine and feminine energy is around the signs during the reading. So this is my Goddess Oracle deck. Let's see what the feminine energy is. The feminine energy or messages right now for Virgo. That's a lot of cards. So usually means too many spirits are trying to communicate at once. Let's just get one spirit right now. What energy? What feminine energy? What is a feminine energy? The feminine message for Virgo, the first 2 weeks of June. Rebirth, guys. This is it. This is going to be rough going through this, but you are being supported right now. This is a universal, this is universal. This is karmic. This was meant to happen right now. It's playing out for you. And time is fluid. So depending on, some of you may be anywhere in this reading already and it's starting to play out, or some of you may be approaching this energy right now. Yeah, this is a really big moment for you guys. This is a really big moment for you guys, and I know you're going to do it well because you're making the right. You guys, you really look at, I mean, you guys are obviously passionate, but you know how to separate your emotions from your intellect. And not everyone can do that. You know, fire signs are not necessarily good at that because they're very passionate. They're very passionate. They really go with their feelings. I'm a fire sign, so I know. So I can appreciate how you guys analyze stuff. So yeah, you guys are gonna do well. Gonna do well. So let's see. This is my God and Titan deck. Let's see what the masculine energy is. What's the masculine energy or message for Virgo? Beautiful, beautiful Virgos. The first 2 weeks in June. Beautiful Virgo. First 2 weeks in June. Discard. The Death card, which is literally rebirth. That's really like the end of a cycle and the beginning of a new cycle, which is rebirth. Both your masculine and your feminine energy are going in that direction. Pretty good, guys. It's pretty good. That's all I got. I'm really interested in doing your next reading for the last 2 weeks in June to see how this plays out. If this comes up, maybe it'll be cleared and Spirit will bring us another message. But anyways, that's it for now. I hope you liked the reading. Yeah, like, subscribe. I do daily tarot pick-a-cards as well. And you can kind of get some spirit guidance from those also. And that's it for now. Thanks, guys. Bye.